Oh, YouTube, social media, all out there. Everyone, listen to me. This is the perfect example of what's wrong with the world. It shows that this is pure wrong. It just has to be addressed. Yes, it's gonna have to be put an end to. This is, yeah, we're gonna have to really do something about this. This is unacceptable. This child is a minor and too young to already want to be the opposite gender. This child is 8 years old. The clueless parents who have other kids, they don't know what it's like or what it takes to be a parent. This is not how you get good views. These people say their daughter's transition isn't for fame. Trust me, it is. It's all they want. Popularity. Here we go. Let's get into it. Sure, you guys have probably heard of the Saccone Jollies by now. The family of six. The parents Jonathan, who is non-binary but goes by he, him, and Anna, and then their 4 children, Emilia, Edie, Alessia, and Andrea. This child is too young. Edie is too young. 8 years old. Not even a teenager yet. Not even 9 or 10. He's too young to be transgender. This has got to be put an end to. This is not the child's fault. It's the parents' stupid parenting skills.
Edie was born Edward O.
Well, we knew that. You didn't have to say it. We're not stupid. We knew how the child was born.
She was born male. Now it's really strange looking at her as a boy. It doesn't seem right.
I bet it doesn't to you. I bet it doesn't. But, you know, the child's too young. The child is not the one who needs help. It's the parents that need help. It was really strange looking at her as a male. Well, that's still its actual gender, just not what it identifies as. God!
She said that I am transgender and I asked her what that means and she said that means you're half boy, half girl.
Transgender does not mean that you're half boy, half girl. It means you're either one or the other. It means you identify with the gender that you weren't born with. Like a woman identifies as a man or a man identifies as a woman. That's it. This is a mess of a mess, I tell you. It's got to be put an end to. And this is the perfect example. It just pisses me off, period. Because the child is 8 years old. He ain't even 10 yet. This life is not the end. It's just the beginning. Let's get back into the swing of things. Okay?
I think I'm mostly a girl.
That's because of your parents, my friend. You say you think you're mostly a girl. What were you born? You weren't born knowing that. It's your parents' fault. Yeah, they say here, our daughter's transition isn't for, quote, fame. I know it is. They're just full liars. God, it's frickin'. God, it's wrong. It's not the kid, Edie. It's not Edie that needs help. It's the parents that need help. And oh my God, this was just Edie when she was younger saying with her dad, "I'm a queen." A queen is a woman. A king is a man. This is when the child was younger. Have they been brainwashing this child all this child's life? God, you frickin' disgust me. Oh. Yeah, this child just said when he was little, "I'm a queen." Yet his dad was right there with him. God, this is This is just so upsetting.
Because of my experience in life, I now am a non-binary person.
Yeah, and the dad identifies as non-binary himself. He said as a child it was hard for him to express who he really was because, of course, back in the 80s it was a conservative time. Not an easy time to be different. And they knew what you meant by different, too. They weren't stupid. Yeah, I mean, you can identify as whatever you want to when you're old enough, not when you're 8 years old. You see, you know how most people who are non-binary go by they, them? People who are women go by she, her, and men or boys, or anyone like me, men like me, go by he, him. This is a new experience to you. This dad is non-binary, the dad is non-binary, but goes by he, him. How ridiculous. Shouldn't it be they, them? I mean, he was born male. His actual gender, he doesn't identify as is male. Go by the right pronouns, simpletons. I mean, God, think about it. Now, let's keep going with this. It freaking disgusts me.
I feel like, okay, I have an opportunity here now to try and do what I wish someone had done for me.
I bet.
Ready? Good morning, guys. Every day after school, we had dinners together. It's complicated with the 4 kids because if you try to sit down, myself and Anna try and sit down and eat at the same time, it's just pure mayhem.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jonathan.
These parents are absolutely sickening to me. I want to see this child have a good life and not want to change his gender at the age of 8 years old. I mean, please. That's not what I want. I mean, wait till you're a teenager. Wait till you're a full-grown adult to make these types of decisions. God! Does this world even think anymore, or what? I mean, God. I guess not, but whatever.
We've been married for 11 years. We have 4 children.
Yeah.
6 dogs. Our house is basically insane.
Oh, it's insane from the
We've
beginning.
got Amelia, who is 9. Edie is 8. Alessia is 5. And Andrea is almost 4. So Edie was born Eduardo.
Which we knew. Shouldn't you let the child experience his birth gender and not force him to transition so early at only 8 years old? I mean, God. Does this world even think anymore? This is just pure insane.
She was born male. She has always been more attracted to stereotypical girl toys or girl things.
Well, that's thanks to you guys. It wasn't the child's... When the child was too young, he was too young to really figure out what he wanted to wear. So it's your guys' fault. Okay, you guys should take the blame. You're to blame, alright?
Ever since she could basically dress herself, she wanted to wear her older sister's clothes, or she wanted to wear dress-up dresses, which I completely embraced because I just felt like that was normal.
Is this what you've chosen to wear today, Eduardo?
Nope, it was what you guys chose to put on the child. The child could have chose to wear whatever he wanted, but you forced that on him. Of course, you won't admit to it. You'd say, he's the one who wants to transition. We're not the one letting him. You liars. Everybody knows it. Come on. This is an issue of young children wanting to transition. This is an issue that has really gotten out of hand. So I'm bringing it up in this video. I'm just saying that it needs to be put to an end.
Said, just so innocently, I can't wait to go to reception because then I can wear the dress like
My
Amelia.
goodness,
And I remember
parents.
thinking, oh God, what do I say in this situation, she's not going to wear a dress, she's a boy.
Yeah, but you guys are forcing him to be a girl. I mean, buddy. God! This has really gotten out of hand. Because it's happened all this child's life, and the child didn't deserve it. I mean, the dad is completely fine. He's old enough to identify as whatever he wants to now. Non-binary, but whatever. But non-binary people typically go by he, him. I mean, sorry, no. Non-binary people, which identify without any gender, often go by they, them, because they're neither he nor she. But this guy still goes by he, him. So does he identify as male and non-binary here? I mean, what's going on? This is a first in my lifetime, man. This is going to get a lot of attention. Getting through these frickin' ads here.
So this picture here is of Edie when she was Eduardo, and she would often, like we said, dress up in Emilia's little costume.
She would not dress up in those costumes. You would force her into those costumes. It's obvious. You know it. I know it.
So she's in a Little Mermaid costume, and she was about, I would say, 3 there, or...
You're kidding. 3 years old? I mean, I've watched this video before, but 3 years old, you forced the child to wear what you wanted them to wear? God, you guys are sick. Get help. It's not the child that has the problem. It's you parents that need help.
Andrea's age, and then beside it is an image of her on her birthday, her most recent birthday, so her 8th birthday, which was a mermaid theme. So she's like living her best life now, but it's so funny to look back and see how that was her all along. We just didn't realize it.
Welcome.
You wanted her to be that all along. That was not her all along. That was you wanting that child to be what she wanted to be all along. Did you guys get what you asked for? Because now this child's saying that she identifies as a girl when she was clearly born male and she's only 8 years old. You guys got what you asked for. Hope you guys are proud. Get help. I mean, come on.
To my room. My name's Edie and I'm 8.
When did you learn what transgender was?
Amelia told me. She said that I was transgender and I asked her what that means, and she said that means you're half boy and half girl, and I said okay.
Well, your sister's wrong, Edie. Transgender does not mean you're half boy or half girl. It means a man identifies as a woman or a woman identifies as a man. Please. You kids, I mean, come on. Oh my gosh.
I think I'm mostly a girl.
That's thanks to your parents, so I'm sorry for you, child. You're just a child that wants to live a normal life, but... Now let's just keep going. I don't have time for any of this. This is the worst.
We hit lockdown, and that was when she decided that she wanted to start wearing girl clothes outside of the house, and then by the time she went back to school and schools reopened again, she fully decided, because we were a bit apprehensive at the beginning, that she wanted to wear the girl uniform.
She did not want to wear the girl uniform. You wanted her to wear the girl uniform. People have accused these people of programming their child into being somebody they're not. And the parents are like, nah, that ain't true. Well, the people who are accusing are right. Wait until this child is old. Wait until this child is older, out of high school, to make decisions like these. Please, can you give at least some thought into this?
I was terrified,
Sickens me.
but I remember when I picked her up from school that first day, I said, so how did it go with the dress? And she kind of looked down and she was like, oh, I forgot I was even wearing it. And I was like, how great of an experience. But it was probably a few months ago that she decided decided to change her name.
You decided to change your name. Name day, huh?
Some people say you're not allowed to change your name, you're too young. I've heard people say that before. It doesn't make me very happy, but I try to ignore them.
The internet has opened her eyes to the fact that there are a lot more little girls out there like her.
Once I was watching TikTok and I saw a mum and a little boy, and he looked like a boy, but she was explaining how he wanted to be a girl.
We started making.
See, this is even another story. A mom on TikTok, the child said, had a son who was born a boy, but then was really a girl all along. That's still the parents' fault because this child was too young.
TikTok videos, and we started like sharing more because she was so unhappy and she had no role models. So I was like, right, we're going to create that representation. We're going to show the world that just because you're at the time a boy who chooses to express yourself.
This is not the time, my friend. Or not my friend. This is not the time. A child wants to identify who she is. It's older. You should be at least 18 and out of high school. You guys did you guys even have an education? I mean, please. This is just straight up wrong.
Yourself as a girl, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad thing.
I don't like boys. I'm a girl. This is all my dresses, and I wear this for my party.
Your parents bought you all those because they knew that they loved giving them to you.
Because it
No.
has loads of like layers like this, and I like how it sleeves up. I like how they're off the shoulder like that, and all the sequins are pretty like diamond. My mom and party.
Let's move to another table here. Duplicate. I think we've had enough of that crap. Let's
Honestly, we
see,
should.
actually. Well... Gender reveal. I wanted to show you, and this is...
Hello, everybody.
And here is, obviously I can't show it, but the dad, Edie was in her dress, and then, the dad said, "You ready? 3, 2, 1, and had a black balloon, then it went, POP! Then Edie went, then pink little things fell out of it, and then Edie said, I was all excited. Then started wrapping the stuff around her head. And then said, I'm a girl! 7, 8 years old? Come on! These parents are anything but the word smart. Or anything that has to do with positivity. Because this child is 8 years old and is wanting to transition. This is too young. More ads, you've got to be kidding.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more, just from this app on my phone. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's called Audible.
Thankfully, most of the negativity has come from online.
Online, boys can wear dresses. This is wrong. He is freak, not normal. Just stop.
Which I don't really view as
Dresses are only for girls. No, they can be for anyone. You just...
real because it's not said to your face. It's different, and we're quite
You will get bullied. You're right.
used to that. But I guess a lot of the things that we've been told are that Jonathan has forced Edie to decide to be a girl.
Well, the truth is, you're right. The dad has forced the child to want to be a girl when it's been happening all his life, basically. So you know it's not the child's fault. If it's happened all its life, when it was this little, to here, you can guarantee it's not the child's fault.